Out and gathering with us today. As you know, and as you should know, we're here to preview the bridge and acknowledge all the staff and the consultants and contractors, agencies that we work together to just get us today to where we are with the Niska Road improvements and the bridge replacement project. It took a little longer than we hoped to get to the start of the physical work, of course. However, we worked together to get it done, and I must say we got it done on time and on budget. And the improvements we've made to the Niska Road Bridge, including the bridge, will foster easy, safe, and accessible movement throughout Guelph, into Guelph, throughout Guelph, and out of Guelph. And so with that, I'd like to invite our Mayor, Mayor Guthrie, up to say a few remarks. Mr. Mayor.
Great. Thank you, Scott. Really appreciate it. I do want to thank everyone for being here today, first of all. Especially, I do want to acknowledge both you, Scott, and to Kealy as well for your leadership throughout this whole project over the last few years. Of course, it's interesting because when you first started on this project, you were the deputy CAO of this department, and now you are our CAO, and now you, Kealy, are our deputy CAO of this. So literally and figuratively crossing bridges to better things. So that's very, very good. I do want to thank the rest of the city staff that are here today as well for all their parts. I've also met with a lot of the consultants and trades that have been a part of this, and I think it's just fantastic that you guys are here. Thank you for all the work that you've done. This is interesting, and I want to start by saying this. I have had this in my desk for the last few years, and no one knows that I'm going to be bringing this out here. But Kealy, you gave me this old bolt from the original bridge about 3 or so years ago, and it's been in the top drawer of my desk from the original bridge. And it was to show, because at that time, this has been a challenging project, both before and during. People were wondering, oh, I'm sure it's fine, we can just fix it. And this is an example of that old bolt that had fallen out, and it was way past its prime as a safe, reliable bridge for our community. And I think this is a perfect example of that. And I've kept it in my desk until this moment, waiting for this moment to show it to everybody. So I do want to say that this, this project certainly doesn't happen by accident. I do want to acknowledge both Ward 6 councillors that are here today, Councillor McKinnon and Councillor O'Rourke. Thank you for being here, and your support to staff on the project throughout this whole time. So as I said, some projects are a lot more complicated than others, and this is very safe to say that this is one of them. It definitely had a lot of community interest. There was a lot of engagement and involvement. We had lots of aspects to deal with here, whether it was heritage or environmental, EAs, of course our wildlife, and there was lots of different points of view. And there was lots of engineering work and challenges that had to go into this, but we needed to do it to protect the safety of our citizens on this roadway. Through it all, as usual, council could count on our staff to get it done on time and on budget. And those are things that are very important to myself as the mayor, but also to all of council, and frankly, at the end of the day, to our taxpayers, on time and on budget. So I understand that the bridge will be opening up very soon, in the next, few weeks, maybe a little sooner than that. There's just, the final little touches that have to be done here, but this is this moment where we can say thank you to the staff and to everyone involved, and to huge congratulations on behalf of council to all of you. That's made a wonderful bridge that we can all be proud of to use. No matter what opinion you had about this at the start, this is a wonderful ending to this 4 or 5 year journey almost that we've been on. So thank you very much. Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks very much, Mayor Guthrie. And next I'm going to invite up Kealy Dedman, our DCAO for this area. And I just would like to acknowledge Kealy's oversight and guidance on this file from the get-go in the beginning. And her role as our city engineer, and of course now, as the mayor mentioned, in our role as our deputy CAO. So we're so proud of the work and your leadership on this file. I know others can, and others have worked real hard on it as well. but somebody has to be in charge of the file and on point with that. So with that, we'll ask our DCAO to come up and say a few remarks. Kealy.
Thanks, Scott. Wow. I can't tell you how pleased I am to be able to be here today to preview the bridge with you. This project is 6 years in the making. From the first day that we started the EA back in 2013, the environmental assessment, to be able to now show you this bridge today. Surprisingly, the last bit of the project, the actual construction of the road and the bridge itself, only took a year. We started the construction of the road and bridge in September of 2018. So that part of the project itself only took a year, but there was significant consultation and community engagement that led up to that point. And it took a lot of people to get us here. And with that, there's a few people that I would like to thank. First of all, the city staff that have been involved in this from across the corporation. It wasn't just an engineering and transportation project. We had support from our planning and building staff. We had support from communications and from community engagement, from operations, and many others that I'm sure I'm forgetting at this point in time. And a real special thanks to Ken Vanderwall, who is was the project engineer. He's now manager of technical services, and he has been committed and dedicated to ensuring that this project is delivered on time. Also want to thank the staff and officials from Puslinch Township, as well as from the County of Wellington, for their support through the project. And of course, our consultants and our contractors. We couldn't do this without you. And as well, the 31 Combat Engineer Regiment of the Canadian Armed Forces were the ones who came and did a training exercise to remove the Bailey Bridge. Finally, in terms of thanking people, we have to thank our community for their passion and their commitment and their ongoing interest and input into this project. Our staff worked really hard to balance what was needed and what was asked for in replacing this much needed community connection. And as you can imagine, that was no easy task. Not everybody in the community is happy with where we ended up. We do have a bridge that we believe fits well with the natural beauty of the area, and it allows people to travel safely through it. The new bridge has 2 lanes to allow two-way passage for people driving, and it includes a separated bike path for people walking and biking. We've added 3 parking spots for people who'd like to stop and explore the natural area or just enjoy the view. And we've added under-road passages for wildlife to cross safely with fencing that helps get them to those crossing points. We included abutment stones from the Bailey Bridge as heritage design elements in the new bridge. And right now we're working on plans to reuse parts of the Bailey Bridge in a commemorative display that will be placed next to the multi-use path. That's all going to be completed as part of our landscaping work that's still ongoing and yet to come. As the Mayor mentioned, there's some finishing touches that we're still working on at this point in time. Once again, thank you so much to everybody who took part in this project. Really, truly, you are what makes Guelph great. Thank you. Thanks.
Great. Thanks very much, Kealy. So it's that time where we're officially going to have a bit of fun. The Mayor has brought these golden scissors with him. So I'm going to ask the councillors to come on up, and of course the staff that were involved. And we've got Eric from our contractor and our consultants. You know who you are, to come up and help us with the cutting the ribbon. So the councillors don't get to say no back there. You have to come up and be front and center. Your leadership is part of this as well, on why we're here, so that we can have a little bit of fun before we officially open it next week. So that's the official part, open it, except for whatever the big guy does with these.
All right.
Okay.
You said that there was
a ribbon.
Okay. You know, I think it would be great to have everyone involved with the project actually behind. This is not a me thing at all. So I would love everyone involved to be behind. I think a big group picture of everyone is warranted. So please don't make this about just the politicians.
who have not done any of this, really. That's awesome.
Where's Kealy, Scott?
Yes.
So you're in the middle.
That end? There we go.
Great.
Okay.
All right.
Step forward and hold the ribbon, guys. Come on, step forward. 3 giant steps forward. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should be in the middle here.
Yeah. Okay, so if you've been to any of my ribbon cuttings, you'll know that I do a fake one, which is the scissors are on the ribbon, but I don't actually cut. This is where we all smile now.
Which camera to look at?
Just kind of, you know, one in the middle, one in the all right. We got to yell something on the count of 3. Niska? Niska Bridge? I don't know.
All right, Niska.
Niska. All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Niska! All right. Perfect. Good job. Congratulations. Yeah, no, amazing, eh? Yeah.